Good morning, guys. All right, so BPMX gapping up some. Probably should have held this thing. Was thinking about holding it overnight, but sold. Still, I took profits. Can't be too upset from yesterday's gain. AKER gapping up some as well. NIHD gapping up from 123 where it closed. ENPH gap up, but a lot less volume than these other stocks. Um, I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Here's my watch list. Good morning, Matt, Kyle, Melody, D. Evan, Stormtrooper. What's up, guys? All right, so I'm watching FTR as well. See if it can reverse here. TIVO, ETSY. Watching some of these to go short, really. Huge gap ups. And so I'd much rather short than go long. I trust shorting more with those setups. Watching LPSN as well, and SPR. TEUM, not my favorite one though. FTR. Watching for a reversal play with this one, like I said. See if any of these are tradable on TradeNet. A lot of these are really cheap stocks, and I don't think BPMX is. I don't think NIHD, AKER, FTR. FTR is. TEUM is. What? Did they really take TEUM off of TradeNet? Man. Etsy and TiVo and FTR is. Man, that's crazy. They removed TEUM from being able to trade on TradeNet. I used to be able to trade it, not anymore. Nice, Melody. Good job, man. Or good job. Sorry. Yeah, just contact them. They should give you your password. I love Thinkorswim. It lags a little bit. Like you could see yesterday, it lags some. But aside from that, I like it for the most part. What's up, Power Zone? Von Anon. You know, I mean, it's all up to you, man. I don't want to tell you where to get out because it could always keep going, you know. FNJN. Yeah, this one looks halfway decent. LABD. Yeah, I can trade LABD. Looks like a high float stock, that's why. Let's see what the SPY's doing today. The SPY is very, very flat. Not really much movement. Right, for sure, Melody. They know they know if I'm able to trade. I mean, I think a lot of brokers apparently do that. I know Ustock does. But yeah, I think really I think it's more about volume. I remember they TEUM wasn't available to trade before last like November, December, and they added it because it had a lot of volume with all the blockchain runners and stuff like that. And so now that it's slowed down a pretty big amount, yesterday it barely moved. Um, It had a range of about 5 cents yesterday. I think they just take it off. Probably so, Melody. BOT. Yeah, it's just not moving. Let me know if you guys see anything else. See if we get any late morning pre-market movers. STB. Well, MBVX maybe. All right, so we'll see. Let me see if any of these stocks have good news stories or news releases. Right, AKER had some news on the 27th. Same thing with AKER. NIHD looks really strong here. No news to speak of with that one. FTR is gapping down some. Alright, so FTR, which is Frontier Communications, is a provider of communication services. It said late Tuesday that its board voted to suspend its quarterly dividend program. That's expected to free up an additional $250 million annually for debt repayments. The shares dropped because the company reported a significantly wider fourth quarter net loss of $13.91 per share, following its $1.82 billion in after-tax goodwill impairments. So a little bit bigger loss for the fourth quarter on FTR, which is thus making it drop. I don't know if this one's oversold. It may be. Gonna watch it for a reversal play, but NIHD's pushing up some. What's up, Matt? David? Yeah, no problem, D. Evan. Stormtrooper, your Trade Zero account's approved. Let me know how it is. I've heard some good and bad things about Trade Zero, so let me know how it is. Good luck, man. Yeah, ABIO looks okay. I mean, it's moving some. It's technically gapping down, but it looks alright. See if it can fill some of this big gap down from the other day. BPMX is pushing up big, and AKER is falling big. GSAT. Yeah, I like GSAT actually. Sitting right under $1. Not moving too much, but I mean, if it pushes over $1, the volume might spike. So, man, I can't believe they took TUM off. That's frustrating. And I mean, I can always watch TIVO and Etsy. Etsy's kind of like an eBay for crafts. And TiVo, I think everybody knows what TiVo is. Right. Yeah, let me know how it is. That looks like more like a glitch on the SPY more than anything. The SPY will do this, like you could see, it does this every now and then. You know, you can see it did it yesterday and after hours in pre-market. You know, this day it did it up and down. And so it'll do that every few days. This one's just a huge one. I don't know. I think it looks more like a glitch than anything, honestly. Yeah, well, I do need to add more money to Ustock. I completely forgot about that. I don't know if I have any day trades left on Robinhood. I think I used them up yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have any day trades left on Robinhood. So I'm just going to have to find stuff I can trade on TradeNet today. But BPMX is still pushing up big. If you guys watched the stream yesterday, I bought this one at like right here at 20 cents yesterday. And I bought like a pretty big share amount. It was like 200 or 300 shares. Maybe more. No, actually it was like 700 shares. Maybe 800 is what I bought. And so I would be up a really nice amount if I would have held. Let's see. I would have been up like $60, $70 if I would have held this thing from getting in at about 20 cents where I did yesterday. I mean, I'll take the small gain, but maybe should have given it a little bit more time. Look, guys, here's a great example of my favorite swing trading setup. So if you see this right here, look at NIHD. A few people have asked me about swing trading. If you look at NIHD here, you can see it had a slow day, no volume. And I didn't even trade this one, but it's just a really good example of what I look for in overnight holds. So you can see it had a slow day, no volume. Right before the close, it had a really big volume spike and a big push up, right? And now look what it's doing in pre-market and after hours. It's gapping up, 25 cents, 30 cents. And so this is exactly what I look for with my overnight holds. And it happens a decent amount. Like I see this pattern over and over and over again. One that where the stock has really low volume throughout the entire day, and then right before the close, it gets a huge volume spike like this, and it has a huge push and closes really strong. And then you can see it's gapping up a pretty big amount. And it doesn't work every time. Nothing in trading works every time. But the times it doesn't work are still usually very small losses. And you can see this is why I look for this pattern for overnight holds. I wish I would have saw this. And yeah, it's gapping up 30 cents now. So that's kind of why I look for it. Yeah, Von Anen, it's not available for me. I actually tried to log into Robinhood this morning to see if I could use their web-based platform, and it still says it's not available to me yet. I'm waiting for that and for Robinhood options because I've been trying to learn options. Um, I've had a few people tell me to learn options, and I'm still a little lost with them. I have no idea what to do with options, but I figure if I'm going to learn, I might as well learn on Robinhood where commissions are free. Kenny, I like, like I would buy in. Um, really anywhere in this big push. The plan isn't to sell before the close, so I like to get in right before the close, maybe right here on this little pullback. But I usually just buy it anywhere with after this big push. But yeah, I've been using this setup for a while now. I have a few videos on this. I have a video called My 2 Favorite Swing Trading Setups, and this is one of them. When the stock has no volume throughout the entire day, and then right before the close, it gets a really big volume spike and pushes up really nicely. I have a theory on it. My theory on why this works is because maybe insiders that work with the company know something that others don't before good news comes out, or maybe and so they get in early, and you can kind of tell by the stock pushing up with this huge volume spike out of nowhere. Maybe because people see it closing really strong and having this big volume spike before the close, maybe that helps them or makes them want to get into it before, because they think it's going to run in after hours and pre-market. Those are just a few theories of why it works, but I know it works a decent amount for me, at least. Yeah, I'm on the list too. I think I'm like number 160,000 or something, 130,000, something like that. I remember it was somewhere in the hundred thousands. I just can't remember where. I wish it would tell me like when I'm scheduled to get it. ECYT looks okay. Oops. Well, I could trade ECYT. I may keep that one on my watch list. What else? Let's see. Maybe we'll watch AMD as well. And this is another thing I like about TradeNet is they offer you this top 20 list on what's moving in the market and kind of analyze to see what's moving. Look at VRX. Yeah, look at NIHD. Yeah, that's why it's one of my favorite setups. Really nice push up about almost 40 cents now in pre-market and after hours. So almost a 40% gain. All right. Lewis, so there's a few different options. They all have their flaws. TradeNet is okay. It's more like a prop firm. There's a profit split, and a lot of these cheap penny stocks like BPMX, AKER, NIHD. A lot of these penny stocks are not available to trade on TradeNet. U-Stock Trade is another option. There's no shorting, no leverage, and a lot of times stocks that have really good volume that are running are labeled limited liquidity to discourage traders from getting into them. Sure, Trader's obviously an option. It's going to be far more expensive than any of those other ones. Higher commissions, expensive platform, but the platform's decent and it has pretty good fills. Aside from that, like somebody said, you can use a cash account and you don't have to follow the PDT rule, and so there's that as well if you don't mind using a cash account. But there's always going to be the T2 rule, the T+2 rule. So after your transaction, you have to wait 2 days for your funds to settle back into your account, and so it's almost like you have the PDT rule anyway. But yeah, look at NIHD. Wish I would have saw this. This is a picture perfect example of what I look for with the swing trade. Right before the close, big volume spike, big push right before the close, and now it's gapping up a huge amount. So wish I would have saw that yesterday. Yeah, I like Thinkorswim for pre-market scans. What's up, dog dog? Dog dog, no random sport facts today, man? No random sport facts? Yeah, I like NIHD the most. Wish I would have held it overnight, but I mean, really, if you guys want to know what I'm thinking about this morning, I'm watching FTR for a possible rebound here to see if it can push back up some. I'm watching TiVo for a short to fill some of this gap going down. Watching Etsy for the same plan. Short, fill this gap going down. Watching AMD to see if it could reverse some, start to push up, break over that 1280 resistance it had. Dog Dog, you're the one that always gives us the random sport facts, huh? The random sports updates. Is that you or maybe somebody else? Somebody always drops through here and gives us random sport updates. And maybe, I thought it was you, it may be somebody else. Alright guys, so BPMX, NIHD, AMD, AKER, FTR, NSPR, ECYT. ECYT is getting a little bit of a push here. Up to 480. This is going to be on my main watch now just because I know I can trade this one on TradeNet. Pushing up nicely, ECYT. Nice, man. Yeah, I don't keep up with basketball too much. I follow baseball and MMA. Like I watch UFCs and football. LSU fan, Saints fan, you know. All right, so watching ECYT now that it's having this volume spike in pre-market. We'll see what some of these can do. I mean, here's the. I wish Frankie would beat. I wish Frankie would beat Connor, but I think Connor would take Frankie, honestly. At the same time, I think there's still that chance that Frankie beats Connor, and I think the UFC's been hiding Connor from Frankie because he doesn't want him. Because Chad Mendez almost beat Connor on 2 weeks' notice, and so I think Frankie definitely has a shot, and I think they've been kind of babying Connor and hiding him from wrestlers because they don't want to tarnish his buying power. I think Khabib would beat the heck out of Connor, and I think Ferguson would beat up Connor too. Don't get me wrong, I think Connor's a beast, but I think anybody with decent jiu-jitsu and stand-up defense can take him for the most part. All right, so NIHD went all the way up to 164. It's pulling back down to the half-dollar area at 150. We'll see what I can do there. Right, I think so too, dog. Oh, for sure, Melody. Khabib's a monster, man. The dude's a monster, and I like Ferguson too, but I think Khabib's gonna maul Ferguson. All right, so we'll see if NIHD can hold support over that half-dollar area. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy it. I'm not gonna pay for that. You know, I'm glad I didn't buy it too because I'm not really a boxing fan. At least I don't keep up with it. I like if it's a big fight, like I'll buy it. Like I bought Pacquiao versus Mayweather, but if it's a gimmicky fight like that, I'm not paying for it just because I don't really want to watch any of the undercards. It's just not, I love watching MMA, but boxing, I just don't understand it as much. No, I think Connor did great. Don't get me wrong, booty sauce. I think Connor's an awesome fighter. He's definitely kind of transcended the sport a little bit. Uh, but at the same time, I think they also kind of fed Connor, they gave Connor a title shot after beating Dennis Seaver, who is, I mean, Dennis Seaver is a good fighter and everything, but the dude had just been on like a big layoff after getting popped for steroids. His first fight probably clean in a while. And the dude hadn't beat that many people. And so they gave Connor a title shot off of that. He only fought one real wrestler, which is Chad Mendez on 2 weeks' notice, and Chad almost beat him on 2 weeks' notice. And so I think Connor has outstanding striking. I think he has kind of what I call the touch of death punch, where he can just clip you just a little bit and you'll get knocked out. But I think there's definitely ways to beat him, and I think the UFC understands that and kind of hides him from some of the tougher matchups, like Khabib and any strong wrestler. What's up, EJ? Good morning, man. But no, he actually did really good. I was rooting for him to beat Mayweather, and he did really good. He just gassed out a little early. He's probably not used to holding those gloves. You know, it takes a little bit more energy to swing with those gloves on. For what 30 minutes. Yeah, for sure. I never liked Jones. Jones was always, you know, I think it's kind of hard to be a fan of John Jones nowadays after all the drama he's been involved in. And I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it that he didn't know he took it. I think he took it. Uh, the steroid he took is a very fast acting steroid. It gets out of your system really quickly. And so I think he knew when taking that and he thought he would be clean within a few days. And he wasn't. And so now he's trying to pretend it was a tainted supplement or whatever it is. And, whatever his excuse is. I think he should be banned for a few years. You know? And I'm from Louisiana, so obviously I'm rooting for Cormier, you know. But I do think Jones is probably the best light heavyweight in the world. Even though I'm not a big fan of him, I don't think there's anybody that could really beat him, except for maybe Gustafson. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left. See if I can find anything else that's moving. NIHD is bouncing back some. PYDS maybe. PYDS is gapping up some. Doesn't have much volume. What did the SPY do yesterday? The SPY kind of slowly went down yesterday. SPY's really slow in pre-market and after hours though. We'll see what happens now, but it's acting really slow here. Captain, you might just have to add it. Like I know. Let's see. Like it'll show watch lists. I'm not sure. Maybe check YouTube. There's probably a way to bring the pre-market action back up on Thinkorswim. Nice, Vaughn. That's cool, man. Yeah, I miss my food. I live in Texas, so I still can find a few Cajun restaurants out here, but it's just not the same. Crawfish is really expensive out here. It's like $8 a pound, which is ridiculously high for it compared to what it is in Louisiana. MYO. I do like MYO. And MYO is tradable. I'll keep this one on my watch list. Alright guys, so we got 3 minutes left. I. Yeah, I had a nice day yesterday. And it's moving some. I kind of like I as well. I unfortunately is not tradable, so I can't get into it. Alright guys, we got about 2 minutes left. Good luck everyone. Hopefully we can all make some money. You lived in Houston too, Van Onen? My favorite barbecue place, Kenny, is Rudy's. Rudy's Barbecue. Really good brisket. Really good moist brisket. Good beans. Good turkey too. But my favorite barbecue place is Rudy's. Really good. Used to be a gas station. Some of them still are gas stations. But really good barbecue. Appreciate it, Vaughn. Appreciate it, Power Zone. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Market's opening up in a little bit over a minute and 10 seconds. Haha, this replaced your talk radio. Well, I'm glad you could spend the morning with us, WS. Alright, guys, so watching BPMX, watching NIHD. Like I said, I'm watching TiVo and Etsy to see if they'll fill some of that gap going down for a short play. AKER, don't like it as much. Watching the SPY, see if it can get any momentum here. Watching ECYT, MYO, FTR for a rebound play. Alright, market, it's open in 10 seconds. Good luck, everyone. Market's opening right now. Alright, so there's the open. Alright, we got Etsy pushing up, TiVo pushing down. AKER pushing up. NIHD going down here. MYO running here. Oh man, MYO just has the biggest spread in it. Look at MYO here. A little too sketchy for me. It's got a 40-cent range already during market hours, so don't trust it as much. We'll see though. Alright, Etsy's actually running up big here. Etsy, ETSY. Man, look how slow the SPY is. Really choppy action on it. ECYT trying here. SPY's falling some. And ECYT's pushing up some. ENPH. ENPH is pushing up some. And FTR. I was watching this for a bounce back up. Happened a little bit too quick for me. Huge drop in ENPH. AKERs push it up. Running up nicely, up to 85 cents, AKER. SPY's really choppy again today. Look at these up wicks, which means a lot of selling pressure, but kind of tough to trade whenever they're bouncing like that. SPY's dropping pretty big here. ABIO pushing up nicely. Yeah, TVIX, I mean, with the SPY dropping like this, the TVIX is going to start to run. I don't see too much else I like, really. You know, there was ABIO, but it's meeting some resistance now. ECYT looks okay. Getting over that high right there, ECYT. CHCI. ABIO push it up, testing that high of the day. Yeah, CHCI, good call, Juan. CHCI had a really nice push. Look at ABIO here, up to 79 cents. ABIO. FTR going all the way down, breaking the low of the day here. Not seeing too much I really like to get into on TradeNet. Gotta wait for some more for my day trades to refresh on Robinhood. So I can only really get in TradeNet today, and not seeing too much I necessarily like. Almost got an FTR going short here. Would have been a nice trade, but a little extended on the way down. AKER is running up nicely. NIHD. I mean, it's had some support at 140. You know, that's kind of the crucial level I'd be watching it for. See if it breaks under 140 or to see if it still holds 140 as support. ECYT. Trying again here. Breaking the high on ECYT. A little worried it's going to get rejected at $5. Alright, so I'm in the SPY going short with 30 shares. Looks like a downward pattern. There goes ECYT here. Breaking over 5. The SPY rebounds here. That's going to be frustrating. Look like a very obvious downward pattern, but it's starting to push up nicely here. Look at ECYT, it's looking strong. SPY continues to drop here. Nice. See if it continues to head down. Well, I like that drop in the SPY, but then it bounced back pretty quickly here. Now I'm all the way back up to break even on it. SPY's bouncing back. And ECYT is actually looking pretty strong here. Well, really frustrating on the SPY. Maybe time to jump out of it. Yeah, I'm out. Small, tiny loss, but frustrating nevertheless, especially if it starts to go back down. Watching ECYT here. And of course, the SPY makes a big drop right after I exit, all the way back down to where it was. Ugh, that is brutal to watch. Super frustrating. Alright, so I'm in ECYT here. Would have been a nice trade on the SPY. Really frustrating. I jumped out of it. Look at that. That would have been a beautiful trade on the SPY. I let impatience get the best of me. Got out right around the top of that flag. Yeah, ECYT's looking weak here. NIHD washing out. I guess, I don't know, the SPY's bouncing back now. Maybe it wasn't too bad of an exit. Gonna try to let ECYT work a little bit, see if it can flag some here, and then continue heading up. But the SPY's rebounding really big here. It's good for the market to see that, though. Alright, I'm out of ECYT. See you, Melody. Thanks for watching. Well, I've had 2 green days this week. First red day today, but it's a big one. Not a big one, but it's a significant red day, so I guess it's gonna happen. BBG washing out. HTZ crashing here as well. Glad I got out of ECYT when I did. CHK falling as well. I don't know. ECYT just bounced all the way back to over $5. MYSZ trying here. Another slow, kind of choppy day in the market. I don't see too much I like today. ECYT is probably my main watch. I may have jumped out a little bit too early, but it's the main one I'm watching now. Spies continue to be bullish here. OZM. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Matt. Maybe I should probably swing a little bit more. I've actually had the best luck. Oh, I like can't talk. AHPI. I've actually had the best results swing trading. And so maybe I should do that more. Nice, Mitch. Good trade, man. Good trade. PYDS. Yeah, it's just not moving at all. So I don't know if I like it as much. Alright, so the SPY actually had a big red day yesterday. Let's look to see how it acts at the high of the day break. I may short it right here on the SPY. See if it kind of bounces back. A lot of times I see the SPY do this. It ends up coming back down at least halfway, but it just broke, so maybe not. Just broke the high of the day on the SPY. ABIO's coming back here. Still pushing up strong on the SPY after its big drop yesterday. You guys may think I'm crazy, but I think I'm going to short the SPY right here. A lot of times I see it bounce up and then break the high of day slightly and then come back down about halfway. I'm looking at a target of 275.40. Thinking about it. I don't know though. TEUM. Yeah, it's trying. Decent volume on TEUM. ATOS. Yeah, ATO's been running up nice today. Alright, I'm in the SPY here. Going long this time. This is going to be a little bit longer term trade. I think it dropped down a big amount yesterday. I don't know about shorting it where I thought. ECYT broke that high again. It's still continuing here. We'll see if it can hold. I'm a little worried about a fake out on ECYT right there. ECYT still going up. And ATOS here breaking the high of the day as well. There we go. Nice push on the SPY. We'll see if it can hold over it this time. Nice. Well, the SPY looked strong for a second, and then it came all the way back down here. A little worried it's going to continue dropping here and have a big pullback. Don't know if I necessarily want to hold it through that pullback. ATOS is continuing here. A little worried, like I said, the SPY is going to have a big pullback here. Here it comes. Getting ready to jump out. Yeah, there it goes. I'll let it test that 90-cent level. It drops under there. I'll just jump out of it. I gotta stick to my plan, I guess. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down early today. I see myself forcing trades, and I think as a new trader you got to be really careful not to force trades. And so I think I see myself doing that now. Don't want to force anything else and jump in anything else to make my loss bigger on the day. Today's not my day, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and close it down. But yeah, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see how I do tomorrow, make sure to join us starting at 8:45 a.m. if you want to see me day trade live every morning. Frustrating day. Like I said, I'm going to go close it down a little bit early today. Don't want to force any more trades. And if I sit here and watch the market, I feel like I'm probably going to force trades. And so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the like button now if you want to help support this channel. Not a huge loss on the day. Probably about $15–20 when all is said and done. So not great, not horrible. Gonna make sure I don't force anything now. I still think the SPY will continue to push up here, maybe better suited for a long-term trade just because it washed out so much yesterday. And so I still think it's going to be a green day for the SPY. But don't want to force anything and make the chances of my losses getting bigger. And so, like I said, I'm closing it down now. Appreciate you, everybody watching the stream, and everybody good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you guys later. I may do a power hour stream today to see if I could find some swing trades to rebound on the day. We'll see though. I may not. If you want to see the power hour stream, click the bell next to the subscribe button and it will alert you every time I go live. And so make sure you do that if you have time. Appreciate it, Ant. Where you been at, man? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Appreciate the like though, man. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. Trying not to force trades right now, so closing it down a little early. But have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and good luck.